Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is Wolf, and today I'm bringing to you a long-awaited Wolf Howls, which has not been done in the past month, and I do apologize for that. But let's get straight into it with the one and only Cameron, yours, Foster. How are you, sir?
Hey man, how you doing? I'm good.
Not too bad. So, welcome to the show, and how are you?
I'm pretty good, feeling alright. Just got back from the gym. Feeling good.
Nice,
Not
nice.
really, I don't go to the gym.
So, what can you tell us about yourself?
I play a lot of Starcraft. I'm a part-time music student, and yeah, that's it. And I go to the gym, I suppose. That's it.
Those are your three
Yeah,
pillars.
those are the three defining pillars, man, you gotta have three.
So, how
One for creativity, one for exercise, and one
for why the fuck
for
not?
for gaming. Yeah.
Fair, very fair. How did you get into the game of StarCraft?
I played Brood War as a kid and played lands with my dad and stuff like that.
So you play the race Zerg, the most villainous scum of the game. How did you end up playing Zerg on a competitive level?
I think it kind of just came from the fact that I picked Zerg at the start and I kind of just stuck with it. Like, Zerg was the more different of the races. I didn't want to go for your usual, build a barracks and then build units out of the barracks type of thing. I wanted to go for something a bit different, and Zerg, that kind of fit that.
Okay. So over the past 6 to 9 months, there has been an obvious skill jump from where you were a nobody to a definite competitor and an up and comer, and you're fast becoming someone to watch in offline and online events. So, what do you feel is the defining point of your growth in skill?
It's it's kind of it's a lot of things, I think. I have been getting coaching as well from Zerg Juno, so that's definitely helped a lot. He's been with me since we were both on X5, and just constantly trying to self improve. I guess learn something new every day.
So you first became known when you were revealed to be on the X5 Academy when that first happened, and since then you've decided to part ways with the organization. And X5 to me clearly looks like it's definitely on top of the C scene, and it looks like it's very close to getting a massive sponsorship. So why did you end up leaving the organization?
I felt like me and the team were kind of in different spots as to the way the academy should be run and how the team should be run in general. Like, I don't want to, like, if we were in different spots basically. Like, it wasn't anything. There was no drama or anything like that. I felt like I got along with everyone. But in terms of me as a player and them as a team, we were in different spots in terms of where support lies and stuff like that, and where the team is itself.
So do you feel bad that you won their academy tournament to get flights to Melbourne? Do you feel bad that you left the team directly after ACL Melbourne?
No, it was just flights, and the flights were pretty cheap. I was going to be going regardless,
Yep.
but it was leaving the team wasn't a matter of getting the fact that I didn't get pro team. If I got top eight, then it was a definite promotion for me. But there was still some other problems in the team that I felt like was affecting my play, and that I needed to make a decision to either leave or stay. So I decided to leave.
I don't have it in my questions here, but I just wanted to actually quickly touch on ACL. How do you feel your performance was at the LAN event?
Pretty good. I think I'm at the bottom line. I think the bottom line for me is always don't lose to someone bad. Bad as in
Yep.
someone worse than you, I guess. And I didn't really lose to anyone bad. I did have the group of death with Law and Blisk.
Yep.
Law is at around ACL. He was around rank 100 KIGM. So losing to him, I just lost to him in the first game. I kind of attacked a little prematurely before my Mutalisk upgrades were done, and then that kind of gave him the edge because he attacked me as well, and I was like, oh, I've got more mutas and I'm on my side of the map. I should have this, but his upgrades finished like 10 seconds before mine, and then like he had 1-1 and I had 0-1, and then I was like, oh god damn it. And my games versus Blisk, I was actually pretty damn happy with. I tried an all in the first game, but he played just really defensively, and then that kind of he just kind of won from there. Second game, I took Blisk out in a macro game, so that was pretty. That was a good uh, kind of stepping stone for me, I guess. It's even to be able to take a game off someone like Bliss, who's challenger, is like it gives you a bit more confidence to keep going with it, you know. And then third game, uh, I felt like if I met a Spire, I would have won, but I just kind of kept pushing with the Hydra Link because I thought I could finish him off. But nah, he got the better of me. Once he got Colossus out and I didn't build a Spire, it was over.
So, what is your next step going into the future now that you are a free agent? So, what will you do going into 2016?
Uh, the tournaments for me to do my best in is WCS and ACL basically. So, but I think the main one is WCS. I would really like to get Challenger at the very least by the end of the next 3 seasons, and that's my plan for now, or my bottom line, I suppose.
So, what is your view on Legacy of the Void, talking from a Zerg standpoint?
It's like a lot of the design is actually a lot of fun. The game is, from a design perspective, a lot more funner than HOTS. Uh, I'm kind of enjoying ZVP right now. Adepts make it really frustrating in the early to mid game. That's some yeah, that's some messed up stuff. Like everything needs to be nerfed. The damage needs to be nerfed. The HP needs to be nerfed, and the ability needs to be nerfed. It's like, oh man, it's so powerful. Like they two shot drones, so there's no micro potential to move the drones back or anything. It's just like, but I think lurkers and ravagers are actually really good for Zerg. It's probably a bit strong because I've had games against players like Blisk and Jim where they'll get ahead of me with the Warp Prism Adept timing off of 2 base, and then because Ravagers and Lurkers are pretty good, I kind of win the game anyway. But it's nice with Ravagers and Lurkers because Protoss, it kind of felt like Protoss could do whatever they want to Zerg. If a Zerg fell behind in ZVP, it was kind of over. Whereas now, a Zerg has options if they fall behind, like Lurkers. Defensive Lurker play is actually really strong. Like it feels good to play against a Protoss with Lurkers and say, you can't push into this. If you push into these Lurkers here, you die. You can't push into the Lurkers. Whereas without Lurkers before, we could never do that. It was just if the Protoss wanted to attack, he could attack, and there was nothing that was going to stop him.
So does it
So
feel, I guess, less cheesy than than Swarmhost and Festa and all that stuff? Does it feel funner to play than that boring style that Zergs used to have to get into versus Protoss?
yeah,
Does it feel better? Does it feel different?
yeah,
And
definitely.
what do you think makes it a better kind of play style than the old school Swarmhost?
The thing that makes it funner is the micro potential for both sides.
Okay.
I can corrosive bile non-stop and they can dodge non-stop.
Yep.
So there's kind of that constant paying attention thing there, and it makes a nice duel type of thing. Like you've got that counterplay going on where I corrosive bile, but he can dodge and things like that. And then they've got also the dance with disruptors and ravagers as well. Like he's trying to get disruptor shots off. I'm trying to get ravager shots off. So that I find that part to be a lot of fun. So there's a lot of kind of sizing up your opponent and trying to pick him off a little bit before you make a big engagement, which makes the battles a lot funner because they go for like I've had some actual army battles which can go for like a good 3 to 4 minutes because you're just constantly poking and prodding each other's armies type of thing. So that's a lot of fun. And then Lurkers give Zerg defensive strength against Protoss. That's not Swarm Hosts. Swarm Hosts were design wise kind of dumb, I guess. Like you could just sit back and watch Locust just kill things, and it was kind of boring to play as well. But
Yep.
you kind of had to play it because without Swarm Host, we've got no late game. But yeah, I think that ends it for ZVP. ZVT and ZVZ are in really weird spots though. ZVT, I trying to make units for Terran is weird because they've already got everything they need. Like Marine Marauder Medevac just handles everything, so Liberators and Cyclones just feel really, really weird. And ZVZ right now is ZVZ's a mess right now. This coin flip build versus coin flip build. The Livy B build doesn't work anymore. I'm so disappointed. Spent so much on that build, man.
So, what changes do you feel need to be made to Legacy of the Void to make it a better overall game?
I think Terran. I think Terran needs something that's like counterplay micro potential sort of unit. I don't feel like Liberators or Cyclones really fill that role. Liberators, it's either anti-air or anti-ground, and the Liberator openings are just kind of annoying to deal with because they just sit in dead space and kill drones, and you can't even target it with Queens or Spores.
Yep.
And ZVZ is okay if it gets into a macro game. Lurker strategies are a bit of a problem where they just turtle on lurkers and spores, but Ravagers kind of take care of that. The only problem with ZVZ right now is Ravager versus Ravager, where it's like it's just constant corrosive biling each other, but you're just constantly dodging at the same time. So there's a bit of a stalemate there.
Yep.
But ZVT, Liberators and Cyclones are a weird addition. I'm not sure if I like them, to be honest. I sound biased as hell though, because I say I love all the Zerg units, but I don't like the Terran units or the Protoss units.
And then the obvious changes to the Adept, just to bring it dial it back a little bit to a bit more of a reasonable standpoint. So I'm going to finish off this interview with a bit of a silly question. I've heard that you best resemble the unit of the Ultralisk. Obviously, you're a bit of a gym junkie, so I can definitely see why. So what unit do you think describes former team member Pig when you're...
Oh, former team member... probably the Zerg unit that least requires to wear pants, because I know Pig doesn't like wearing pants. So probably a Hydralisk, because I don't think Hydralisks would ever need to wear pants.
No, they just got the snaky tail.
Yeah, they just got the snaky tail. They kind of just let it hang. That's Pig's style. Definitely a Hydralisk.
Well, thank you very much for the interview, yours. Is there any final words you'd like to say?
Shout out to the Dank Memes crew, shout out to Team Kid, and shout out to my coach, Zerg Juno. Yeah.
No worries. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching for this nice, brief, and awesome interview with yours, this fine gentleman over this way. Yes, I finally get the cameras right. Make sure you go follow him on all of the following places. Go!
Twitter is at SC2. No, wait. Let me get this. One sec.
Sorry, I kind of dropped that on you there.
Yeah, I had to change it recently. At yours_SC2 is the Twitter.
Yep.
And Twitch is yours12345.
Alright, so guys, go do that. Follow him and all that stuff. He's awesome. Up and coming. Watch for him in tournaments. He is going to wreck people's faces probably in 6 to 8 months' time. We'll see where he goes. This Ultralisk is just going to wreck you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you guys on the next show.